Fabrizio Romano just dropped a bombshell on William Saliba to Real Madrid. And Arsenal reveals more about Leroy Sané's free transfer, as Mikel Arteta's role in the deal is uncovered. All this and more you can check out now with the top Arsenal news directly from Emirates Stadium, so make sure to like the video and check your subscription so you don't miss any updates. And without further ado, let's get started. William Saliba's future at Arsenal is starting to raise eyebrows as he edges closer to the final 2 years of his contract. Since breaking into the first team, the Frenchman has established himself as a rock at the heart of the defense, becoming one of Arteta's most reliable players. But with his deal set to expire in 2027, the club faces a crucial decision to avoid a repeat of past contract sagas. Back in July 2023, Arsenal tied Saliba down to a 4-year extension, something that at the time gave fans relief. But many knew that this situation would come around again in just a couple of seasons, and here we are. Now, with Real Madrid reportedly keeping an eye on him, speculation is only going to ramp up. Los Blancos are always on the lookout for world-class talent, and a defender of Saliba's caliber will naturally attract interest. The question now is, will Arsenal move quickly to secure his long-term future, or are we heading towards an unsettling transfer saga? What William Saliba is telling Arsenal about a contract and Real Madrid links. With William Saliba entering the final 2 years of his contract at Arsenal, speculation about his long-term future is inevitable. According to Arsenal Insider, the club is keen to secure a new deal for their defensive rock, fully aware that interest from clubs like Real Madrid is a given for a player of his quality. Saliba recently reassured fans about his commitment to Arsenal, making it clear that he envisions his future at the Emirates. However, public statements and behind-the-scenes negotiations don't always align. That said, Fabrizio Romano has reported that Saliba's stance remains consistent both privately and publicly. Speaking on his YouTube channel, Romano explained what he wanted to clarify in the press conference before the game against PSV Eindhoven is really important. We had many reports about negotiations starting, but that's not the case yet. However, Saliba still has 2 years left, and most importantly, he has stated, "I want to continue here." This isn't just what he's saying publicly, it's also the message he's sending privately. While talks over a new contract haven't officially begun, Arsenal will be eager to lock down one of their most prized assets before Madrid or any other European giant tries to complicate things. Fabrizio Romano further reassured Arsenal fans, emphasizing that there's no reason to panic despite growing speculation about Real Madrid's interest in William Saliba. He's telling Arsenal not to panic because we had many reports about Real Madrid. I was telling you that Real Madrid appreciates Saliba. Someone internally at Real Madrid sees Saliba as the Bellingham of the defenders. The admiration is clear, but Romano insists there are no ongoing negotiations between Madrid and Saliba, nor has the Spanish club approached Arsenal. They consider Saliba a fantastic player, a fantastic opportunity with a contract running until 2027, but it's not something being negotiated now. For now, Arsenal remains in full control of the situation, but the next year will be crucial in ensuring Saliba's long-term future at the club. If contract talks don't progress, the European giants could sense an opportunity, making this a storyline to watch closely. If Arsenal want to secure William Saliba's long-term future, discussions over a new contract need to begin within the next year to prevent a tricky situation. Once a player enters their final 12 months, negotiations become far more complicated, and if it reaches the final 6 months, he'd be free to sign a pre-contract agreement with clubs abroad. Right now, it's not an urgent issue, but the coming months could be pivotal in ensuring Saliba remains at the Emirates for years to come. One key figure in this process could be Andrea Berta, who is expected to arrive as Arsenal's new sporting director. His experience in building competitive squads and securing key players could be crucial in convincing Saliba to commit his future to the club. With Arsenal aiming to strengthen in the summer, keeping hold of the core that has brought them success so far is just as important as making new signings. How much Arsenal will have to spend in the summer transfer window amid Andrea Berta appointment? Arsenal are gearing up for a huge summer window, with Andrea Berta set to take over as sporting director and already working on recruitment plans. After another season where the Premier League title slipped away, the Gunners know they need to add serious quality to keep competing at the top for a 4th consecutive season. Arteta's dream signing remains Alexander Isak, while Benjamin Sesko, Martin Zubimendi, and Nico Williams are all names frequently heavily linked with a move to North London. With so many targets on the radar, some concerns have been raised over whether Arsenal will have the financial backing needed to pull off multiple signings. However, fresh reports on Wednesday suggest the club's spending power won't be an issue, clearing the way for a potential blockbuster summer at the Emirates. Arsenal will have £300 million to spend in summer transfer window. Andrea Berta is stepping into the role of Arsenal's sporting director with a strong track record, especially for his work at Atletico Madrid. Over the last decade, he's helped the Spanish side land top-quality forwards, making him an expert at spotting attacking talent. One of his main tasks at Arsenal will be to secure a new number 9, but his plans go beyond just the attack. Berta will look to improve several areas of the squad. According to Give Me Sport, the Gunners could be in for a record-breaking summer, with £300 million potentially available to spend on new signings. Arsenal aren't worried about exceeding the Premier League's profit and sustainability rules, so Berta is preparing for a massive spending spree. The priorities for this summer are said to be a backup goalkeeper, a left back, a defensive midfielder, a left winger, a striker. In addition, there's also talk of cover for Bukayo Saka and the possibility of an all-action central midfielder to strengthen the core of the team. The stage is set for a thrilling summer at the Emirates. The report outlines a number of Berta's primary targets in each position. Zubimendi is still expected to arrive for £51 million from Real Sociedad, replacing either Thomas Partey or Jorginho in Arteta's ensemble. However, Newcastle's Bruno Guimaraes is also a target, and the Brazilian could join the North London club alongside Zubimendi. Joan Garcia remains the primary goalkeeper target, while his Athletic Club teammate Williams is still on Arsenal's radar. Up front, Isak is being considered, although groundwork has been done on Sesko, and there's a belief that the Slovenian is interested in a move to Islington. Meanwhile, Matheus Cunha is still being monitored by the Arsenal hierarchy ahead of what could be a frantic summer window at the Emirates. What Arsenal think of Leroy Sané free transfer as Mikel Arteta role and deal revealed. Arsenal have been heavily linked with a move for Leroy Sané, and now sources close to Arsenal Insider have confirmed that the club is seriously exploring the possibility of signing the Bayern Munich winger this summer. With Mikel Arteta pushing for an attacking reinforcement back in January, it's clear that bringing in a forward remains a top priority for the Gunners. The upcoming appointment of Andrea Berta as the new sporting director only strengthens Arsenal's chances of landing a high-profile signing. Berta has a proven track record of recruiting top-tier forwards during his time at Atletico Madrid, and many believe he could replicate that success at the Emirates. Now, Leroy Sané is emerging as a serious target. Could he be the game-changer Arsenal need in their attack? Arsenal's interest in Leroy Sané is growing, with Bild journalist Christian Falk reporting that the club is exploring the possibility of signing the Bayern Munich winger on a free transfer this summer. Sané was already on Arsenal's transfer radar ahead of the January window, but now that his contract is set to expire, the opportunity to bring him to the Emirates has resurfaced. Several clubs are monitoring his situation, but Arsenal appears to be one of the most active in the race for his signature. Graham Bailey, TBR Football, confirmed to Arsenal Insider that Sané's representatives are in discussions with multiple clubs, including the Gunners. I am told that Sané's people are talking to clubs, keeping his options open. One of those is Arsenal. They like him, but are doing their work on a lot of players. While Mikel Arteta previously worked with Sané at Manchester City, Bailey insists that their past connection won't be a decisive factor in any potential deal. I am told that Arteta, having previously worked with him, won't play a significant part in anything. He is a top international footballer that Arsenal are aware of. With Andrea Berta set to take over as sporting director, Arsenal's transfer activity is expected to heat up. Could Sané be the high-profile attacking reinforcement the Gunners need? Arsenal have been linked to Sané for some time, with there now a possibility that the 29-year-old could make his way to North London in the summer. The Gunners like the player as expected, as the German enjoyed an impressive time at City where he won 2 Premier League titles. Aside from being a 2-time Premier League winner, Pep Guardiola's signing won the FA Cup and 2 Carabao Cups, recording a total of 135 appearances for City. Sané's Premier League career ended in 2020 as the winger signed for Bayern Munich, leaving England having contributed to 54 league goals in only 90 appearances. Arsenal could be tempted to explore a possible deal for Sané in the summer when the player will be a free agent, in what could be a smart acquisition for the Gunners. Well folks, those were the main news for today. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated on everything happening with our beloved team, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel now and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Thanks for joining us, and until the next video.